This year marks a turning point. A new energy is moving through, and you can feel it. But here's the truth. Only a few will know how to work with it, because they don't understand the steps required to align with what's happening. But you will after this. Most people will never create the life they want this year, not because they lack discipline, intelligence, or desire, but because they try to change the wrong thing in the wrong order. Every year people write resolutions. They change routines. They chase motivation. And every year the same patterns return. That's because real transformation doesn't just begin with action. It begins with something far more subtle. There are 3 internal shifts that must take place before your external reality can change. Miss even one of them, and no amount of effort will matter. In this video, we're going to break down the 3 stages that must occur to shift into a new version of yourself this year, and why most people never make it past the first. Stage 1. Observe the current self. Transformation begins the moment you stop identifying with your thoughts and start watching them. Before you can become a new version of yourself, you must create distance from the version you've been unconsciously reinforcing. Every moment you exist, you are making choices. Choices that either strengthen or weaken your attachment to your current reality. But most of these choices aren't conscious, they're patterns, thought loops, emotional reactions, default behaviors that have been running quietly in the background for years. Stage 1 is about bringing those unconscious patterns into awareness. Not to judge them, not to fix them, but to see them clearly. Begin developing a top-down perspective, as if you're watching someone else live your life. Notice when you react instead of respond, when emotion hijacks behavior, when familiar thoughts repeat automatically. This observation creates separation, and separation creates freedom. You begin to realize something subtle but powerful. You are not the character you've been taking so seriously. You are the awareness behind it. Approach this stage with curiosity and even playfulness. Play loosens the ego's grip on rigid identity. Stage 2. Starve the old identity. Once awareness is established, resistance appears. This is where most people quit. Because what you are really up against now is not habit, it's addiction. There is a psychological and energetic addiction to your current identity, even if that identity causes suffering. It feels familiar, predictable, safe. As you begin to shift, the mind will fight back. It will replay old memories, resurrect shame, anger, regret, fear. It will justify why you are the way you are. This isn't sabotage, it's withdrawal. Old identities survive by being fed attention and emotion. Stage 2 is about starving them. You don't argue with the mind. You don't suppress it. You simply stop feeding the pattern. You notice the pull, and you don't follow it. This stage requires patience and consistency, because the old self does not disappear quietly. But without energy, it weakens. Stage 3. Detach from the outcome. This is the final stage, and the one most people misunderstand. The obstacle to creating a new reality is not a lack of willpower, it's too much of it. Most people believe manifestation requires fixation, effort, and constant visualization, but obsession sends a signal of lack. And the universe does not respond to what you want, then it responds to what you are. Reality is created through resonance. When your attention is locked onto an outcome, you are silently affirming that it is missing. And what you affirm as missing remains out of reach. Detachment collapses distance. The law of attraction does not work alone. It operates alongside the law of detachment. As explored in the law of permission, higher states of consciousness require something the ego calls irrational. And this is gratitude for something that has not yet materialized. Not denial, not pretending, only pure embodiment. The universe can only give you what you already embody. Nothing less, nothing more. Attachment to outcomes creates a frequency gap between who you are and who you want to be. That gap breeds frustration and pulls you back into old patterns. This is why the phrase exists. Trust the process. Fall in love with the actions you take today. Be present in the journey. How long it takes and how it happens is not your concern. Like, share, and subscribe if you found any value. Comment any insights this helped stimulate. All of your support helps grow the channel and is appreciated.